Hi, it's your real estate geek, Andrew Finney here. So today we're back with real estate trends for July 27th, 2017. Today we're taking a look at the top 8 crazy home buyer mistakes people make when buying a home. I was reading this article on realtor.com recently by Daniel Bortz. He released it earlier this month, and he originally titled it 8 Dumb Reasons People Can't Buy a Home. And the link is below if you want to read the original article. So let's lead in with the crazy mistake that people make, number 1. And that is waiting to line up financing. Now, why would you wait to line up financing if you know you need financing to buy your new home, right? So don't wait to do that. Contact your local trusted real estate agent, and if you don't have a local trusted real estate agent, go down Zillow.com or go on realtor.com. Simply look at agent reviews, look at their star rating. Obviously, you want a 5-star rating. If an agent is helping at least 12 families a year, they're going to be a good agent that's in the mix all the time and ready to help you. And they're also going to know a good mortgage lender that they could introduce you to get started. This crazy mistake number 2 is using a fly-by-night mortgage lender. Now, what is a fly-by-night mortgage lender, you may ask? Well, that's a great question. And in short, it's like when you see those little advertisements on television, you hear it on the radio, you get a mailer in your mailbox that say we can give you 1% financing, 2% financing, or whatever the case may be. That's just not the case. It's not realistic in today's market. That's not even where the rates are. They want to say they can approve you with a credit score of 400. I don't know of any lender out there that would do that for a home finance. So just don't make that mistake. Crazy mistake number 3 is getting a pre-qualification letter instead of a loan pre-approval letter. Now, this is an important distinction to make. A loan pre-qualification letter and a loan pre-approval letter are actually 2 different things. When you hear a loan pre-qualification letter, what that is simply saying, let's take the pulse of your financial situation. You just told me what it is. Oh, okay, I believe you, but I'm not going to verify any of your income, assets, or credit. That's a big mistake, because what will happen is they may say you're approved for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 for your new home, and in reality it could be half that, a third of that, or something else, because they never verified your income, assets, and credit. The loan pre-approval letter, again, we're going to repeat those 3 things again, are going to verify your income, assets, and credit, and make sure that you're good to go for your new home finance. So get a loan pre-approval letter and be very specific when you chat with your real estate agent or your loan officer about getting a loan pre-approval letter, please. That's the 3rd crazy mistake. So crazy mistake number 4 is shopping outside your price range. And I mean, that's like a no-brainer, right? I mean, it seems like common sense, but sometimes that happens because we as humans, we like to do this thing called dream shopping. We want to go to that window on Saks Fifth Avenue or something and look at those beautiful things in there and not realize how much they cost, or think they cost a lot, but that we can afford them. Same thing that people do whenever they buy a home. If you're on Zillow.com, Realtor.com, Redfin, Trulia, whatever site that you're looking at homes at right now, you may be looking at homes that are priced well above your price range because you're dream shopping. And it's okay to dream shop and as an aspiration to somewhere that you want to be. But if you're in the market to buy a home right now, stay and keep your mindset around the amount that you've been pre-approved for. Again, that loan pre-approval letter. Make sure that you're staying in that loan pre-approval amount. That way you don't set yourself up for failure, because if you see a $500,000 home and you're in a market for a $300,000 home, they're going to be a little bit different. You know what I mean? So be careful about that. Crazy mistake number 5 is making a lowball offer in a seller's market. Now look, the time to make a lowball offer is in a buyer's market, and you can get away with it there, and you can get a lot of great things in your favor. But for the last couple years, and it looks like it's going to continue trending upwards going forward, it's very much a seller's market. If you make a lowball offer in a seller's market, to be quite frank with you, you're going to piss them the hell off, and they may not even deal with you even if you come back with a realistic offer. So come in serious, talk to your real estate consultant. It's your real estate consultant's job to go ahead and complete what's known as a comparative market analysis on that property to make sure that you're not overpaying for that property, and to report back to you with the objective facts of what that home is reasonably worth in a fair market condition, and also taking into account the home's condition. So chat with your real estate consultant that you found earlier by researching those reviews, making sure they got 5-star reviews, making sure that they are helping at least 12 families a year sell or buy a home. That way they're always in the mix, and read into the reviews. Do some due diligence. This is too important for you to get wrong. So that brings us to crazy mistake number 6, which is writing a bad personal letter to the seller. Now you're probably thinking, Andrew, why in the heck would I write a personal letter to the seller? That's a great question. And the reason that you may want to do that is if the home of your dreams, the home that you want to make an offer on, is in a multiple bid situation, sometimes appealing to a seller's emotional state will give them or will make them consider your offer over someone else's offer. But what's a bad personal letter then? Well, you don't want to say, well, I want to go in and I want to renovate the whole thing. Well, that's probably going to upset the seller because they've been living there and in their eyes, it's a gorgeous home. And the reason that you're making an offer on it is because you feel the same way. So if you tell them you're going to renovate something, that could be bad, or giving away too many personal details. Stick to the facts that you love the home, it's a right neighborhood, it's a right community, it's a right school district, or whatever that circumstance is for you, and stick to the facts and appeal to them in that way, okay? So crazy mistake number 7 is making a big purchase while you're in escrow. So once you get that offer accepted and you move the escrow, if you decide you're going to go buy a new Mercedes-Benz S-Class, or you're going to go buy a Rolls-Royce, or you're going to go buy a boat, or you're going to make a big purchase, well, I hope you like it because you're going to live in it for quite a while because you're not going to get your house. So don't do that, okay? I had to give a little pause to let that one sink in. Don't make a big purchase. Don't apply for new credit. Don't do any of those things when you're in escrow because it can jeopardize your loan pre-approval even though you got it up front. The underwriter is going to check your credit score and check your financial health again right before you get ready to close to make sure that you can still pay for that mortgage, okay? So don't make that mistake. So crazy mistake number 8 is not budgeting for closing costs. So you're probably saying, well, what's a buyer closing cost? What's the seller paying for? The seller has what's called seller closing costs, and they're paying for all of that, including your buyer agent's commission in many cases across the United States. So you're going to have buyer closing costs. And if you want a really quick general rule of thumb that my lending partners and I have discussed at length, a good general rule of thumb for planning for a buyer closing cost are 3% of the sales price. So for an example, if you're buying a $400,000 home, 3% of that is $12,000. Be ready for that on top of your down payment amount for your new home, okay? So that brings us full circle on the top 8 crazy home buying mistakes that people make when they're out there buying their new home. Tell us what you think, and tell us if you think there's some other mistakes or things that you've seen that are just crazy, or tell us what you're thinking about this video in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, give us those thumbs up and subscribe now. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.